Hey everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. My name is Kelvin. I would like to apologize for taking the last 2 weeks off. I've just been very busy in my personal life, busy in the good ways, but I just haven't had time to really sit down and record. But now things are settling down, so I'll try to get back into a routine. The last video I posted was about stonewalling and going no contact, so if you haven't checked that out, please do. When I had some downtime these past few weeks, I tried to upload what I could, so I try to upload some more shorts. So I uploaded two of them in the past few days. The first one is about flying monkeys, and the other one is about scapegoating. If you haven't checked that out, please do. Please leave some feedback on the shorts. I want to do some more of those. Please let me know if you like the shorter content, the longer content. Just let me know what you guys prefer. But in the meantime, I'll probably keep doing both of them. In this video, I want to talk about playing the victim and emotional blackmail in psychology. Because I feel like this happens very subtly to a lot of people, and maybe they don't even know it, or they don't realize how toxic that this actually is. So, with all that being said, guys, let's get into this video. So, what is victim mentality or playing the victim? It is an exaggeration of victimhood for a variety of reasons, such as to justify the abuse to others, to manipulate others. It's also a coping strategy, it's attention seeking, or it's a diffusion of responsibility. Now, a theme throughout all these videos on this channel have been that narcissists or toxic people in general never take responsibility. Nothing is their fault. Everything is done to them, and they'll just play the victim the entire time. They'll always be the one being quote unquote abused or oppressed or whatever way you want to put it, but it's never their fault. They're never the oppressor, they're never the abuser. Playing the victim is a coping strategy for these type of individuals because they can't accept their own reality that they're this type of person. They're delusional. They'll gaslight you, say it's your fault. They'll question your perception of reality. All this stuff that's very, very toxic. So they'll just play the victim. They never take wrong in this situation. And more often than not, it's just never getting to them. It's never getting through to them that they're the problem. So it's best to distance yourself from this type of person. And that's what playing the victim is. I'm sure uh, a lot of people know what playing the victim are in with certain people in their life, but maybe they don't think it's that much of a problem with it. But if you're a person that it's always happens to you, or it's always not your fault in every situation, you need to do some reflecting and look in the mirror, because more often than not, if you're the always the common denominator in the situation, more often than not you are the problem. But yeah, that is what playing the victim or victimhood, victim mentality, all that is. The next thing I want to talk about is emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail is the theory that fear, obligation, and guilt are the transactional dynamics at play between the controller and the person being controlled. So, I'm sure everybody knows what blackmail is. It's somebody has quote unquote dirt on you, or they know something that you don't want people to know, and they use that as leverage to get them to get you to do what they want, right? So emotional blackmail is just a psychological aspect of that. Regular blackmail could be something physical. Emotional one could be like, say, I feel like the easiest example in this would be dynamics in a toxic family. It could be that, say, maybe it's your parents or your siblings. They maybe don't treat you right, but they, but like you tell them that you don't like, hey, you shouldn't treat me this way. Like you could say things to me in a nice way, a constructive way, but not just be mean about it. They could just respond, well, I'm your family member, I'm older than you, I'm your dad, I raised you, like you should feel like you should do all of this for me. And I feel like emotional blackmail is honestly just one of the worst things. I have personally experienced this in my life. Um, it's just, you shouldn't really feel blackmailed into treating someone a certain way. Be that it could be, again, your family member, maybe it could be a significant other. You will tell your significant other that you don't want to be treated this way, but they could be like, "Oh, I'm your girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend. Like it's okay for me to treat you that way." It's not okay. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're telling someone you don't like to be treated a certain way or you don't like what someone is doing to you, but they'll just say, "Oh, you shouldn't feel that way just because of who I am." Like that doesn't make any sense. Even saying it out loud right now doesn't make any sense to me. If if the dynamics I brought about was the fear, obligation, and guilt, you shouldn't. There is no reason you should be scared of someone that you're close to or you think you're close to. That you don't want to say something because you're just too scared. That is not healthy in the slightest. What is the other one? The other one is obligation. You shouldn't feel obligated to do anything. And I feel that one could be the parent one. Just because they raised you doesn't mean they could treat you any way they want, right? You're still a human being. You still have your own emotions. And guilt tripping could still be a parent, a sibling, could just be, or it could be anybody. These dynamics could be associated with any toxic person of your life. It could even be a friend, a close friend. They could be like, "Oh, I did this, but you can't get like upset at me because I'm one of your closest friends." That's really not how that works, but that's emotional blackmail. So I just want to go over victimhood and emotional blackmail. So that brings me to the end of this video, guys. As always, thank you so much for the support. I'm going to try to be more consistent. If you haven't checked out my other videos, please do. And please leave a comment, like, subscribe, put the notification bell on to be alerted. It's really cool, as always, to interact with you guys. And as I really hope you guys are enjoying this, learning something. It's helping me just talk about it. So hopefully it's helping someone else out there listening. But with all that being said, again, thank you for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.